You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest grifters out there in the world of sports. Probably not just the world of sports, but one of the biggest grifters in general. Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, it's been a minute since we actually made a video on Colin Kaepernick. I believe the last time we actually really made a video on him is when we actually found out that Warren Sapp came out and said that the Raiders workout was a complete disaster, and Colin Kaepernick pretty much once again disappeared from the NFL scene. He never wanted to play quarterback again because grifting actually pays much more money than his worth on the football field. The man can't play. He can't play. I wondered if The Rock actually reached out to Colin Kaepernick now that the XFL is actually back. I wondered if any team actually called him. I don't know. If they did call him, he definitely didn't want to play. His playing days are over. It is completely over, but we're meant to believe that he is a victim because he's not playing in the NFL. Well, Colin Kaepernick is definitely a big-time scammer because this guy has so many endorsement deals now that he's not playing in the NFL. And this is all because of victimization. I mean, we're seeing the same thing with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They're raking in a bunch of money because they're playing the victim. Fake victimhood pays a lot of money. It does. Well, Colin Kaepernick here back in the news today for all the wrong reasons. And this actually has nothing to do with football. We know his football career is over with, but he's still grifting. Now, you remember back in 2020, doing the whole George Floyd thing, you know, when everybody was burning down the country, Colin Kaepernick really started grifting. And he actually got a deal with Ben & Jerry's. They actually produced a woke ice cream with Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, I don't know what it tastes like here. I really don't. I don't care to actually eat it. I don't eat Ben & Jerry's anyway. And especially now since they actually are doing business with Colin Kaepernick. Now, I kind of forgot about this ice cream. It's called Change the World, you know, because of Colin Kaepernick's Marxism and grifting, that kind of thing. Yeah, he's supposed to be this human rights activist now, or civil rights activist. I believe that's what they actually call him now. Because if you actually go to Wikipedia and search for Colin Kaepernick, they actually say he's a civil rights activist. Yeah. He's not a civil rights activist. He sacrificed nothing. Nothing whatsoever. But look here. Colin Kaepernick, man, he's going to have to answer some questions here because it says, quote unquote, human rights activist Colin Kaepernick silent on business ties to Ben & Jerry's following migrant child labor report. So it looks like Ben & Jerry's is actually using illegal alien children that have crossed the border to actually produce their products. And of course, you know, Colin Kaepernick is tied to Ben & Jerry's. Now, this is very disturbing, folks, because really it's not just Ben & Jerry's. There's other reports out there about American companies using illegal alien children to produce their products. I don't like that. But Colin Kaepernick is supposed to be a civil rights activist, a human rights activist. You know, he actually has that Know Your Rights campaign. Well, essentially, Ben & Jerry's is actually using slave child labor to make money. And Colin Kaepernick is getting a cut on the back end. Let's read this, guys. Vaunted human rights activist and ex-NFL player Colin Kaepernick has refused to comment on a report claiming that his woke ice cream partner, Ben & Jerry's, has been caught using child labor in its supply chain. Of course, we're not going to find out anything from Colin Kaepernick. I mean, he's making money. He's not going to question anything because this man is fake. He is as fake as they come. And Colin Kaepernick will never respond to this. I actually went to his Twitter account and he said nothing. Nothing about it. Back in 2021, Kaepernick teamed up with the ultra woke ice cream company to launch a new non-dairy flavor labeled Change the World. That's a pretty dumb name, by the way. Quote, "We are inspired by Colin Kaepernick's bold activism for racial justice. That we did what we do best. We whipped up a euphoric flavor to honor his work," Ben & Jerry's said in a statement in December of 2020. Boy, 2020 was a disastrous year. You know, the virus and all this burning down the country, did not like it. Now, this is what Colin Kaepernick actually posted. And this is from December the 10th, 2020. He said, "I've teamed up with Ben & Jerry's to serve up joy on the journey to justice. Today, we're excited to introduce Change the World, a new non-dairy flavor that hit shelves in early 2021. I mean, non-dairy ice cream, that ain't my thing. 100% of proceeds will go to Your Rights Camp with matching support from Ben & Jerry's." So he's getting a back end cut on this right here to Griff. And look at that. Colin Kaepernick's face is on there with the afro. And what does it say here? Caramel with fudge chips, graham cracker swirls, and chocolate cookie something. I can't see it right there. Never tried it. Have no plans to actually try this thing. But check this out right here. It says, "Yet, with all that pandering to each over other people's rights, Kaepernick has studiously ignored the recent reports that woke Ben & Jerry's has been caught contracting with companies that use migrant child labor to source the ingredients for its ice cream factories. This is bad." A new report from the left-wing New York Times. Now, this is the New York Times right here. This ain't the Post. This is the Times. Revealed that Ben & Jerry's is one of the giant U.S. corporations that use child labor. The paper interviewed over 100 children across 20 states right here in this country who described jobs that they were grinding them into exhaustion, and fears that they had become trapped in circumstances they never could have imagined. The Times added that kids as young as 12 work 12-hour days, sometimes in overnight shifts that leave them tired and missing school days. I mean, this is sickening right here. This is very, very sickening. Now, this actually shows a picture here of a teenage boy. I don't know if this has anything to do with these other companies here, but Colin Kaepernick runs his Know Your Rights camp. Yeah. I mean, if this is true, guys, if this is true, Colin Kaepernick is the ultimate hypocrite, especially if he doesn't actually come out and say anything about this. But Colin Kaepernick is definitely more concerned about making his money more than anything. Because think of this, if he's not making money, what else is he going to do? I mean, he's not a quarterback anymore. He's a grifter. And grifters, this is what they do. He's nothing more than another Patrisse Cullors from the Marxist organization, Black Lives Matter. That's all Colin Kaepernick is. He is a con artist. And he has the full support of the mainstream media, it seems. I don't think we're ever going to get any response whatsoever from Colin Kaepernick on this. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.